Hi friends, welcome to Testing Tutorials Point. This is Lokesh and today we are going to discussing about how to set up for framework in WebDriverIO with Appium. Okay, why framework is basically okay. Basically, a framework we need to divide all the elements. What all the elements are present like based upon criteria. We need to divide all the places. Now we can able to see here we are done for all the related. Here objects for last video session we explain about page object model. We created some pages, right? Chrome objects, and then that particular objects we are used here, right? For that we used already objects, but in case some of the times we required for data creation, we need to get some Excel data. For that again we need to create another folder to store that particular function to read the Excel data. Right. If you are writing for each test case time for accessing for that particular Excel file to write here itself and consuming, it is not a good idea, right? We need to reduce for automation effort, like duplication of the code. For that, we can able to create one folder here. In the test folder is the right. Inside the folder, we can able to create one utility. If you have some data like Excel file you have to store. For that again you can able to create a inside the test data, or else in the project level you can able to create for one test data folder. Okay, and here I'm going to create for one folder that is called utils. Okay, and this is my folder. Present I am not using for any kind of Excel sheet because we are directly using for apps and all, right? For that I can, here we created one app folder and we stored this app folder, right? The similar format we can able to do it. Okay, if something different like a database connections we need to establish, all the things we can able to store into this utility folder, and again we can able to consume all the things into here. Okay, this is a one kind of thing on. Okay, in the specs, in the test and the specs, and inside the specs we have the files, and the test inside the utility, and we have folder. In case if you have data like Excel files or something, JSON files, anything we can able to create for test data. This is the folder we can able to store for all kind of files inside the test data folder location. Okay, and utility, if there is any function we need to we can able to reuse any other test case location. That kind of functions we are going to create inside the utilities folder. It's like we can able to say database connections or any browser opening connections or closing connections or something different which we are going to use for every time and different test cases location. That moment we can able to create into utility folder. Okay, this is a one kind of simple example for framework creation. But in case if you have like if you click here like a browser and dot, if you see this is a Chrome options and class text, these all are already created file, that's why we can able to get it. But I'm not getting for any auto suggestions, right? How we can able to get auto suggestion? If I use for expect, and then if I'm going to use for single or something, we can able to use for, see here, to have I have already used in this class, that's why I can able to. If I want to use for 2 dot equal, not coming, right? IntelliJ it is not providing anything. Then how we can able to get it for that IntelliJ and all? Means we, for that we need to do it for using this particular JS config file. This JS config file we need to create into our project location, and then we need to add it into our local. Then we can able to get it for that particular auto suggestions and all, we can able to get it. By default this plugin also will provide for this IntelliJ code, and if you come the VS code, if the code usually has the typo support automatically integrated with this, no actions needed. If you click for el dot, it will show you all the IntelliJ. If you see the JavaScript and want to have the proper typo support, then we can able to use for this particular jsconfig.js file. You need to create the same file. I'll added this particular links into our description location, go through that also, no problem. Okay, just I'm going to here, and a project level I'm going to creating new file js, saving that particular file. You can in the last you can right click and create a new file. That also it will work out for you. Okay, just copy this entire thing, copy and paste it here. Okay, and then you need to add one more thing, and here one small code we need to double module, and here common js. Okay, and we can able to add for one more thing like exclude, and here we can able to use for node underscore modules. Okay, and save it this one. Okay, now again you can able to come to here, or we can able to multiple elements, and here we can able to get it something, right? And inside that if you go and click and enter, see now it is showing for so many options. Add listeners and add value and background and button down, button up, calling and capabilities and clearing, click, close window, command images. There are so many kind of things can now. See, double click and drag and drop everything auto suggestions. We will get it from here. Okay, if you use that particular file, anytime you can able to use any location, not only Appium. If you are using for WebDriverIO with the UI automation, if you want for auto suggestion from the JavaScript, then you can able to use it for this particular code. It will work for you. Okay, this is a auto suggestion one. And if you want any next generation of codes, bubbles setup is there. This is a one more thing. This is a written for next generation JavaScript futures. Means any latest version of JavaScripts are presented, everything will be provided here. Any compiled compilation for your test files and all, it will do it. For this, we need to use it for this particular installation. We need to use it. Okay, first we need to install this particular code file here. Copy this one, come to here and paste it here and enter. And if you do it, it will install everything. It's a compilation type. If you want to compile anything, just you can add it this one. Once this setup is WebDriver will be case for the rest, and it will take for all the things, auto compilation options and all, it will take it. Any compilation like I'll show you where you can able to. First we'll add it. Now I'm going to add it for the same name. We need to use it here. Okay, bubble .config.js, and I'm just again this one also we need to add for project level, and I added here, and just I'm copying same thing. I'm going to use it here. Okay, 14 only. You can able to use based upon your version, which version you using presently for node and all, we can able to use it. Otherwise we can go ahead for 14 also, it is okay. Okay, now in objects location, if I go for Chrome location, if I'm not going to make it now, if I save something, it is happen. All issues and the fix. One minute. I'll run edit. Okay, no issues, but still why it is showing. Okay, 1 minute. I'll install bubble save.dev. Two point three and 6.6. The below package has been duplicated from the fewer bubble supporting the bubble maintenance. Okay, auto suggestions are now they are not using. Now you can see. Uh, Now it is showing auto suggestions. Whether when it is happening and all we'll see. Okay, I cleared. We'll delete all the things. Just I will do one thing. I'll copy and paste it for this and uninstall. npm uninstall bubbly. Both the cases uninstall and I'm trying again one more time. Okay, because we need to in the middle I tried for a couple of things, right? To reducing for duplication, just I used it. Okay, now we'll remove this. Now you see, without saving itself, it is showing for auto suggestions also. Something is missed out. Okay, this is a one kind of exception. If you remove, see now still it is showing for exceptions, right? Like auto suggestions, if you want, we can able to use for bubble configuration. This one will give you for any auto suggestion things. This is the one another plugin. This also one kind of ES list globally. We can able to install this particular plugin. This is enforcing for some configurations issue. Anything we can able to like reporting time or something debug statements or wait statements if you want to use it for a wait expected like this, right? This all the things you can able to use for this particular ES list. Okay, this will help you to understand for all the thing in a backside. It will allow you to find any type issues or something we are going to a root level, any file issues are there. We can able to get it for all the things. Okay, and the typo issues we can able to bubble soft. Okay, any advanced if you using for any advanced JavaScript in your programming language, that will help you to find you something. If you want, we can able to install this also. Not required means not If you want, you can able to some of that like advanced concepts when you want some properties and forcefully you can able to use it for this is the one. Okay, not recommended all the time. It's if you want. Okay, just I'm going to show you just installing this particular plugin. If you need, you can able to use it. If you want that rules and all, if you need this particular, you can see this all next generation, what all the auto techniques are presented, right? This all the things it will provide you. Anything auto suggestions and all, we can able to use it for this particular ES LED. Okay. Even I'm not configure this one anytime. I just configured bubble setup and this particular ES code auto suggestions and typo issues and all finding purpose this bubbles one, and this is I never done. This is the first time I'm going to creating here actually. Installing, then you can install for this as well. Okay, once we install we need to use for .es listener file in a root directory, and we need to store into this one. If you want documentation also presented for them, you can see designing for flexible and configuration for the user use cases. You can turn off every rule in that particular location. If you want configuration comments, JavaScript comments to enabled configuration, you can able to do it. And configuration files, JSON, YAML file configuration, if you want, you can able to. And also, if you want environment variables to design, you can. Global, additional global variables, if you want, you can. Rules which enable to attach the error levels also. Plugins, you can able third-party plugins also, you can able to checked up. And if you can even you can able to see this all the comments and everything, they are provided for in detailed format of documentation. You can able to go for one by one, everything they are provided in this document. Based upon that you can able to read it. Okay, and I'm going to add for second one. Okay, now I'm going to creating for dot es list here. Same thing, you can able to right click new file. Okay, copy paste that entire information and hit it, and you will come in for this particular location. Just copy paste this code. Okay, and also you need to add some more information. This is if you add, that is a better. Not required means not required also. If you want, you can add it. This is a, it will give you for something like good only. Okay, comma the last, and you need to use for parse option colon and crash, and then you can able to use it for EC sorry ECM version and colon, you can able to use it, and you can provide for latest, any latest version, any latest version will be presented, right? JavaScript, that latest version it will capture. Okay, and then you can provide for source type, which source type is a module. Okay, and then you can able to comma and environments, you can able to use for environment. This will like a global variable and local variables. When you are creating for URLs, right, that moment it will help you to add it. Okay, e6 dot true, and next video time I am going to show you for global variables and shared variables, that you can able to understand why this particular one is required. Okay, and true. This is the information we can able to add it. Okay, and the global variables and shared next video I'm going to show you shared variables. That moment this particular one help you to understand. I'll show you that particular information. Okay, the next video. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe and share to your friends and colleagues. Thank you.